Welcome back to Fox and Friends. Well, Cuban-Americans are rallying outside the White House to demand the administration take action to help the people of Cuba fighting for freedom against the communist regime. Our next guest fled Cuba with his family when he was just 8 years old. Luchuga Jr. joins us now with his message live from outside of the White House. Welcome, Luis. You're there at the White House. You arrived at 1 in the morning. You're already there with a group of people behind you. What's your message to President Biden?
Well, listen, we are here to send a loud and clear message, and that is that the Cuban people need help. We need an intervention. We are here to let him know that we are fighting for our freedom. As you know, we've had a dictatorship for 62 years, a totalitarian regime that has stripped everything from the Cuban people, including their humility and their decency. Today, they have no water, they have no electricity, they have no food. But you know what they have, Heather? I'm sorry, Rachel, you know what they have? They have hope. They have hope because the events that transponded on July 11, 2021 will go down in history in every Cuban's heart and mind as our new Independence Day. Because that is the day that the entire country went out as a people and said, we want our freedom. Yeah, it's definitely an amazing moment. Never seen before. This is a critical moment for the Cuban people and their liberation. It wouldn't be very hard for the Biden administration to provide internet access, cell phone coverage for them to organize and also to put out pictures and images of the repression of the protests. The president hasn't done that. He's slow walking it. Why do you think he's doing that? Correct. Well, listen, I love that you brought up that point, and I want to say this. The internet has been the one tool that has given the Cuban people a voice. And yes, like you said, this administration has been way too slow in acting. Actually, it's as easy as expanding the Wi-Fi out of the embassy. This is how quickly we can get internet out to the Cuban people. So why I think that is, you know, I rather give them the benefit of the doubt, but I will say this, that their silence speaks volumes. It is deafening because it says a lot about maybe what their true ideology is. Is it that aligned to Cuba's? Can you not denounce what is happening and take decisive action today?
Yeah, you're right. The embassy could become a hotspot. There are private companies that have stepped forward and said, we'll provide it. We just need the license from the federal government. Really quick, you escaped Cuba when you were 8 years old. You won the lottery to come to the best country in the world. Marco Rubio says that he was on television this weekend. He said socialism wants to keep people poor because poor people are easier to control. You can use food, you can use medicine, etc., to control them. You live there. Tell us what that's like and if that's true.
Well, listen, it is very true, and I will tell you that being born there, I will say that there was a lot of love, but that's about everything. There was a lack of everything else, and it is really daunting to think that to this day, 62 years later, I left about 22 years ago, and to think that things have just gotten worse to where now they can't even feed them or clothe them or give them water or electricity, which is why they're out on the street and they're saying, we need our freedom. No longer do we want the crumbs. We want liberty. We want it all. We want the pursuit of happiness.
Yeah, well, the Biden administration says they want COVID vaccines and other things, but you're saying they want liberty.
Misinformation.
Yeah. All right. Well, listen, thanks for joining.
It's misinformation. It's disinformation.
Thank you for joining us. We wish you and the other people behind you all the best. Cuba Libre.
Thank you.
All right.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to click to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. This is the only way that I know for sure that you're not going to miss any great commentary, any great news bites, any great interviews coming your way on Fox. You can get it all here on YouTube. So subscribe right now.